Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope everyone is well. Today I'm gonna share three recipe in this video. Tuna kebab, mince kebab, and aubergine fry recipe. So if you try these all that recipe, please let me know what you think about it. Okay, so what you need to do, I got 3 can of tuna. I cut the can top, and this is how I'm squeezing all the water out. You need to rinse all the water. The tuna have to be very dry. So I'm using 1 medium red onion for these 3 can of tuna, and handful of chopped coriander and few green chili. And in the side I got half kg mixed mince. So I do get half chicken, half meat mince. So while I'm doing the tuna kebab, I thought I'll do both kebab together. So for my mince kebab, I use ready-made kebab mix. I always like this kebab mix packet. Any packet in your supermarket, you can use it. If you don't have this kind of kebab masala, you can use all the masala I am adding now. After the kebab masala, you don't need to add any extra masala in your kebab. I just adding these kebab masala, and then top up with little bit of all the other spice as well. So if you don't want to add extra bit, you don't need to. But tuna kebab, I'm not using any kebab masala packet. That's why I'm adding all the spice. So you have to add all the spice, but you can add less chili if nobody like chili in your house. For tuna kebab, you need egg. So I'm adding 2 medium egg, and dry mashed potato powder to get that dough feeling. Do not use boiled potato, because I felt like boiled potato give you a soft feeling of this kebab. When you're frying this kebab, you need a lot of oil to fry the kebab, but if you are using dry mashed potato powder, your kebab will be really nice, moist, and it's going to be really nice, because dry mash will soak all the extra water from your tuna. So it's really nice. Don't use boiled potato. In my mince kebab, I use 1 tablespoon of ginger and 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, and I use some ready-made fried onion. This is optional. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. Now I'm making tuna kebab. When you're making tuna kebab, you need to make the ball really tight. So you have to keep making the dough really tight, and any shape you can make it, but you have to make it very hard. So when you're frying, your kebab don't break apart. When you are frying, you have to fry in shallow oil, and the oil have to be very boiling hot. When you're frying this tuna kebab, you have to fry very quickly. So quick turn, and very high flame. Do not cook this kebab in a low flame. If you do, if your oil is not hot enough, all your kebab will break. Do not forget to add egg, because egg is very important ingredient in this kebab. Without egg, your kebab will be break. For this tuna kebab, you definitely need egg and dry mashed potato. If you don't have dry mashed potato, you can use boiled potato, but I will highly recommend dry potato powder. This kebab is always come out really nice, very moist, and less oil. Whenever you're trying this kebab, you wouldn't know this is a tuna kebab, this is a fish kebab, because it's so delicious. Everybody in my family and friends love this kebab. Whenever I'm making, I do get a lot of good feedback from this kebab. So I hope you try this kebab, and you enjoy how much my family enjoy. So here I'm mixing all the mince kebab now. So I always get, as I said, I always get half chicken and half meat mince. I always do that because I don't like just meat mince. It's my preference. But if you don't like to mix, you don't need to mix it. You can make this kebab either chicken or either mince. But if you are making this kebab just mince meat mince, then you need to add egg. Without egg, this kebab will break. Because I mix both keema together, chicken and meat, that's why I don't need to add any egg. But if you are cooking just meat kebab, then you need egg. This kebab, you don't fry it too high flame. You need to shallow fry, but you need to cook this kebab in low flame. If you have air fryer, you can do this kebab in air fryer, but you cannot do the tuna kebab in air fryer. It will break. Now I'm making the dough for my aubergine. You can use this same recipe, like same dough recipe, for your any pakora, any eggplant, like any small aubergine or ladyfinger or potato or chili or spinach leaf. You can use this same recipe, same dough mixture to fry any vegetables, so whatever vegetable you like. But normally I do love spinach, I love aubergine, I do like ladyfinger, I do like potato in this dough. So in this dough I am adding all the masala, a little bit, just a half teaspoon of all the masala, and I'm mixing with the masala with kasuri methi, little bit of fresh coriander, little bit of chili, finely chopped, plain flour, ground flour, so it's chickpeas flour. So it's up to you if you want to use just plain flour or just besan flour. It's up to you. You don't need to mix both, but I feel like when I'm mixing both it'll more crunchier. You can use little bit of rice flour as well. I always cut my aubergine very thin slice. When you are cutting your aubergine thin slice, your aubergine don't soak that much oil when you're frying, and when you're frying your aubergine always stay very crunchy. If you want, you can use less chili. If in your family nobody like chili, you can use less chili. Kasuri methi I always use. I really like kasuri methi. If you don't like it, don't use it. It's up to you. Adding egg is very important. Without egg, I don't think this dough will stick on your aubergine. I always fry this aubergine in medium heat, quick frying, and this always come out really nice. If you want to make it more crunchier, you can put these after the fry. You can put it in air fryer to get more crunchier, or you can second time you can fry it quickly. Just quickly fry before you serving, because most of the time I did notice when you are serving it Ramadan time, you have to make it early so you don't rush on the iftar table. So before you serving that, you can re-fry this. For health wise, if you don't want to fry it again, you don't need to. I'm done with my aubergine and my tuna kebab and minced kebab, normal kebab, and try this recipe and let me know what you think. These recipe always come out really nice. And here, because of the dough mixture was left, that's why I got one potato and I'm frying the potato exactly the same way. Medium, low to medium heat, fry it. And it's really nice to have this. You can use this dough recipe for pakora as well. Any pakora you can use, that's exactly the same recipe. I hope you enjoy these recipes, and let me know what you think. My kebabs and minced kebab and pakoras are ready. Aubergine pakoras are ready, and everybody loved it. I got really good feedback. So let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always comment on my page and always like and share my content. And thank you so much for all your love and support. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.